Application for doctors for preparation for medical exam.
Hi there, I'm Alex. I see you're working on an application for doctors to prepare for medical exams. That sounds compelling. As we talk, key information will be captured automatically, and if you have a pitch deck or research, you can upload that via the Items button. Afterwards, we can run synthetic focus groups and reports. Tell me a bit about your background.
I'm a doctor with deep experience in medicine, and also I'm now in my professional journey in Israel, and I'm in process for preparation for such exam.
That's fantastic. So you really understand the struggle from the inside. What specific problems do doctors face when preparing for these exams?
Not enough time, not enough time to go through all the materials, and clinical exam, it's very specific exam. It's not about tricky questions, tricky answers. It's about clinical way of thinking and possibility to find out necessary answers very fast, in a very dynamic manner.
I see. So it's not just about rote memorization, but developing that clinical mindset and dynamic problem-solving skills. Who specifically is this problem most acute for?
It's obvious for doctors, for those who are in the process of preparation.
Right, that makes sense. And how are doctors currently trying to solve this problem without your solution?
There are a lot of traditional sources of information. It's like, for example, Israel Medical Board with clinical protocols and videos available from previous years of preparation. It's so-called simulations, where examiner he asks in a specific manner specific clinical questions and go through a specific case from the beginning till the end, and doctors have to find out necessary answers according to up-to-date clinical protocols.
It's interesting that they rely so heavily on these traditional methods and simulations. How intense is the pain or frustration doctors feel with these current systems?
From one side of view, everything is available. We have everything to get ready for this exam, but we have not enough time. We have a lot of night shifts and duties, and sometimes you are very uh, you have no time to make 2 or 3 hours of simulations. Sometimes you have 10 minutes and specific issue where you would like to go through, and I prefer to do it 5 times during a day, 10 minutes, and I think it will be helpful. It should be very agile.
The lack of time is totally understandable with those kinds of schedules. So, what agile solution are you building to address this?
It's app. We can add the necessary clinical protocol. For example, now today I want to deal with the problem of cervical cancer. I have a resume, it's like a conspect of my topic. I have clinical protocol, several clinical protocols about this issue. So I want to download it to the app, and app will generate like a IE simulator examinator, which will ask me relevant questions and go through a specific clinical case.
An AI simulator that customizes based on uploaded protocols. That's very innovative. How does your solution differentiate from the traditional methods you mentioned earlier?
Traditional methods they help to make a good theoretical basis of knowledge, but sometimes you know the answer, but you should practice to get question, to understand question, to find out necessary knowledge, and to give necessary answer in necessary manner. So this simulator, this app should help doctors to practice in this skill.
That distinction is crucial, focusing on practice and dynamic skill development. What kind of team have you put together to build this?
So we have three members of my team. I'm expert doctor. I have a technician specialist, and I have a designer.
A solid team with the right mix of expertise. What have you actually built so far?
We have MVP. We already have an MVP.
An MVP is great progress. Are there any known competitors in this market that you're aware of?
Only solutions I already described. It's base of QBanks. It's base of simulation videos. It's base of clinical protocols and base of our main textbooks we use. That's all. And people usually use like a small groups. They build small groups to simulate each other to make some way of simulation of this exam.
I understand the existing methods like question banks and study groups, but are there any specific competitor companies or products focused on this exact niche?
Frankly speaking, I paid attention to find out some competitors, but didn't succeed to find out something relevant to my idea.
That's all right. Sometimes the competition isn't obvious at this stage. Moving on, what pricing model or expectations do you have for this solution?
I have several ways, but I think the most obvious, the most comfortable for users, it's like a subscription for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, according to necessary need of customer.
That makes perfect sense. Is there anything important or interesting you'd like to add that we haven't covered?
Yes, I would like to summarize that we want to build an app for doctors who are in process of preparation for clinical medical exam before become a recognized specialist and consultant. Now we want to launch this product in Israel, and after we will successfully test it, it's very possible to make an integration in other countries with a complementary system of education of specialists in medicine.
Thank you for clarifying your goals and potential expansion. Great, I have everything I need. A synthetic focus group and research reports will be generated for you in 5 to 10 minutes. Feel free to press finish.